Hi there, welcome to Useful Things. My name's Paul and today I'm going to do an airport build. So I did an airport build for Designer City 2 and what I've discovered playing the first version of the game is they actually have a lot more airport stuff available to you, especially in regards to terminals. So I'm kind of building this fancy terminals. I will say ahead of time, as you see this build, it's going to end up looking like some kind of stickman terminal, which is a shame really because from above, this is the picture you get. But if you were there on the ground flying this international airport, you would have a different perspective. Hopefully it gives a good feel of quite being big and huge scale, but maybe we'll call it Stickman International Airport or something like that. But this is going to be an airport with two major long runways. It's going to take up a significant chunk of the city, but I don't know. If you've played both versions of this game, let me know in the comments if you think maybe you get more land to play with in Designer City 1 than you do in Designer City 2. Maybe you don't, maybe it's an illusion, but it feels like there's a lot more space to play with in this version of the game. Still though, with everything I could be building, especially with the mountains that you can add in and everything else, and ocean front, it'd be great to have a bit more space on the game and things like that. But as you can see, the airport's taking shape now. I've kind of got these essentially 4 terminals with planes lined up, building my first of 2 rather large international runways. And then I will also build a heliport and all the kind of front stuff that you put at the beginning, such as parking and a little bit of decoration, that kind of thing. I'll also show you a completed version of the airport at the end with some walls around it and some trees, but I'm not going to show you me building a wall in the video or trees because that's probably not that enjoyable. If you're watching this video and you think, man, this is moving a bit too fast, could you slow this down? Well, YouTube has allowed you to be able to slow this down yourself, where you can change the settings. The only downside about that is if you slow it down, my voice will also slow down and I'll talk like this, like I'm moving through mud or something, and it'll sound rather strange. But you can mute me if you want to as well and just watch the creation of the video. I know I've got a lot of international viewers who come from countries where English isn't their first language, but yeah, you can watch the videos however you want. My main concern is that you watch them and that you subscribe and you enjoy the content. And so I appreciate those that do. And even who've been watching the videos as I've not been posting for a while. Although I'm making this video about the same time as I'm doing a suburbs one. So there'll be how to make suburbs for Designer City 1 as well. But that'll probably come out a few days before this one. But made roughly the same time whilst I'm recovering from a cold, which is why my voice feels and sounds a bit strange. But there we go. So you go see the heliports going in now, or helipads, however you want to say it. And this other little terminal there, which feels rather small for an airport terminal to use in the bigger build. But there we go. Now kind of framing it using some industrial stuff, which is fun too. By the way, I'm going to be making a video as well which gives you a city tour. About 2/3 through the city. In that city tour, I will give you the name of the city so you can come visit it, give it a few likes or 5 stars and reviews. You can friend me. I think there's a way of kind of friending other cities, so to speak, on this as well. But most of my videos for the foreseeable future are going to be along the lines of Designer City 1. Most of the content's transferable if you play either game in terms of how to do stuff, just not regards to making money. So if you're looking at this video, say, Paul, you've got so much money, so much diamonds, so much gold. How did you do that? Well, I can share the secrets of my success with you via other videos where I talk about how to create essentially sandlot mode. And the reason I call it sandlot mode is once I've gotten a fair amount of gold, diamonds and silver, I actually find myself never having to resupply the empty coffers because they don't run dry. I just have a good amount that I can build with whatever I want for as long as I want. And so as you can see today, I'm actually recreating an airport I've already built in my city, but doing it in such a way that you do not know, except I've told you. So if you've watched this part of the video, now you know the secret. I actually have another airport that I built earlier that I'm looking at, and I'll show you that one at the end because it's the one with the wall, the trees, the mountains around it, and a few other things that I've built as well. I just wanted to make sure I knew how to build it before I showed it to the public, and I'm fairly pleased with the way it came out and things, but I really think it's the details that make the airport. So adding in the flowers, the trees, the grass, the kind of flooring texture, that kind of thing. Here we go, adding some car parks to it, and these are pretty good car parks. I think they fit well in an airport. There is an airport parking in the set as well, which there it is, putting in the video, and there we go. There's the hotel that goes with it, and you're going to see these here, some palm trees. I feel like if people are arriving at an airport, they need to feel like they're coming on holiday. So palm trees will give that, or going on holiday would give that effect to them. And nearly done now, just kind of doing the flooring texture, and just towards the end I'll show you the one I built earlier. Like they said on the old British TV show called Blue Peter, they'd always go, here's one I made earlier, when they would do the craft and different things. And I'm doing the exact same thing today, so maybe children's television is my next gig. But here we go. Here is the completed one there with the mountains and the trees. Hopefully this makes sense. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye now.